Alright guys, let's continue with the login. So now we have the layout completely done and we've linked it to our Java code. So the next thing is to do something similar to what we did in the register activity. In fact, let's have those two open. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take the progress dialog, okay, and we'll initialize it down here. And we will use it just before the login user method. There. Okay, next let's validate the fields. So once again, text utils is empty, email string, or that's not or, that's braces, or the exact same thing for the password, and that should do it. And then we can move all of this into the code block. There we go. Oh, I copied it. Delete that. Okay. Let's see what this error is. Oh, I haven't put a bracket here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see what else we need to take. We'll take the error message. And that's it. Okay, so to actually log in the user, let's go back to our assistant. Okay, so we've done step 4, signing up new users, and now we're at step 5, signing in new users. And to do that, once again, they gave us a very handy code snippet. So all we have to do is use the method sign in with email and password. So I'm going to use it right here in this login user method. But first, of course, we need an object. Private Firebase auth. I'll call mine auth. Okay, and then we must initialize it. Auth.get. No, sorry. Auth is equals to Firebase auth.get instance. Okay, and finally in the method, again, you can just copy this as it is, but for the sake of learning, it's good to type. So auth dot sign in with email and password, and we pass in the email and the password. So once again, like I mentioned when we were registering, this line of code alone is enough to do the task. With this, you can log in, but it's best practice to add the Uncomplete Listener and to check whether the task is successful. So let's do that. So just put a dot and add Uncomplete Listener, new Uncomplete Listener, and it will give us the code we need. And then simply, if task dot is successful, we can create a Firebase user. Is equals to auth.getCurrentUser, and then we have to go to the start activity, the main activity, not the start activity. So we can create an intent, and this takes the context and main activity.class, and then we can take, rather then we can use that intent to take us to the main activity. Alright, and in case something goes wrong, we will just use a toast, and for that I can copy that toast and change it to authentication, rather signing in failed, please try again. Can make this small. Yep. Okay, one last thing I'll change. In our progress dialog, we're not creating account, we are signing in. And yes, I think that is all. Let's run the app and see if everything works. Alright, sign into your account. And alright, let's test it. So sign into your account. And sign in. And it crashed. Okay, let's go to the logcat and see what the error might be. Okay, so null pointer exception, attempt to invoke virtual method, and a null object reference, line 57. String email string is equals to email.getEditText. I see. Actually, the problem is up here. Email is equals to find view by ID r.id.et email. This is one of the problems, actually the main problem with copy pasting, as much as I do it a lot sometimes. The issue is in my XML I gave the IDs of email and password. Actually, instead of changing it in the Java code, I think I'd rather change it here, because that ET email stands for edit text email, which is just a good practice to get into. It hasn't changed. Oh, there we go. Okay, and password will be et_password. So for those of you who noticed it and was screaming at the screen, well done. You are a good programmer. One other thing, since I'm here, let me remove this hint. Should I put password? Yeah, why not? I'll put password as the hint. Okay. Let's try again. Alright, let's try again. Sign into your account. Email at gmail.com. Okay, the progress dialog is working. That's good, and hopefully it will. Oh dear, I just remembered something. Oh wait, no, actually we did it. I thought I'd forgotten to update the UI. So now we just have to see whether it'll sign in. And there we go, it did. It signed in and we're in our main activity. So this is a bit of a milestone because now we have an entire working authentication system, which is good. Now we can start building the actual app itself, the actual main part of the application aside from logging into it. So that means this is the last time we're going to see this main. Next video we start working on the main activity, how it should actually look for the app. Till then, thank you very much. Bye bye.